was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Hello, it's me, Ethers Blanks. Been playing a lot of Limbus recently, or just today, cause well, there's like an event happening, and it's been taking a lot of my attention. That I will say. What the? 1 second, I forgot my bridge. What to do within this half of the patch. It definitely is dry. It's pretty dry. It's a dry patch. Say, YMCA about I really should be doing the story. Okay. You should do the story. But Pantheons though, and also Silksong's like just right around the corner. By around the corner, I mean by like literally I have like one more thing to do. and it's like a dumb boss rush, and I need to like make sure I get enough practice in it, and then I can actually start Silksong. Okay, I'll do a story stream if that helps. And I know it won't be long, but I will do a story stream. Like, next week Monday. And it's all the weekly tasks too. Oh, okay, man. Alright, man. The story is very short. Tell you what, if it's very short, I'll probably do it today. Not today, tomorrow. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna leave at the end of the patch. TPH, if. And the goal of this is to be like providing them with positive reinforcement. Seed. Eating on polychrome because that part is limited. I know that part, but I've done like the subsections, like the limited stages, right? Sorry, the limited stages are like the main story within the story. It is just 100 polychromes. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, here you go. These have dark circles. Oh, how are you doing? It's a really short story. I think I did it in like 1-ish hour. But I read story though, and I like reading. And I have to like prep myself to actually give like myself some time. It's like something I want to sit down and then like really put time into. I will do it. Trust me, I will do it. Trust and believe I will do it. Scribbling the story was like 20 minutes. That was with reading. Right, okay. If that's the case, tomorrow I will do story. No ifs, no buts, I will do story tomorrow. If I make like any, you know, disputes here and there, you are completely open to shame me. Fez, I'll take your word for it. You do work in your partner's account as well. Maybe. Also, my hiring, you'd hire on that account. I'm not sure we should be talking specifically. It's a Rapture character. It's not that hard. It says your HP, crit rate, crit damage. And then maybe if you can, just, I don't know, push for like some AP, I don't know. But then again, if, no, what am I talking about? That's literally if you're like using Yijuan. Yijuan gets everything! Scream and kill something. 22k, that's a lot. 61% crit rate, 141 crit damage. I think Yatari does get a fair bit of crit damage in a kit. And then 2881 shift force. Yatari looks really good. I mean, it's literally the same with like any Ratchet agent.
I'll take care of it.
I will say what's really funny about Yatari is that, or who else is on focus, you know, Fufu, is how much they're trying to push for like, oh yeah, Fufu's like really important in this like one comp, you have to pull for her. You don't have to actually, Lycon just works really well. At times even better than Fufu. That's insane. Yeah, Lycon is better. Like, I don't know. Okay. I think this is where I go back to ranting, like, about something I really shouldn't be talking about, because this is gonna, you know... Because at this point, I'm gonna get sunlocked. Tell me why. Tell me why this guy's tier point, like, 0.5, and then she goes to tier 0. I get that Orphe's really, really strong as a sub DPS, to the point where half of Ben's, like, half of the team DPS comes from her, or a little more than half the Ben's DPS. But this guy, you know, who actively activates Orphe's passive, provides Orphe 75% damage bonus and 50% like res reduction, and 3 seconds extra to stun, and he have Wenjin 30% crit damage for team wide. Why is he tier 0.5? But Fufu stays at tier 0 because she's just open enough to be in any comp. And I say open enough to be in any comp because most of the important stuff are in her base kit. The only thing she's missing out on if you don't run a Rupture or Attack agent is just extra decibels. That's pretty much it. It's because he's not top tier right now. Yeah, it's not really due to like his kit. That's a really weird explanation. Like it is my problem. Like Lighter isn't as flexible as Fufu. That makes sense. But he has the best support in the entire game outside, like amongst stunners. I mean, including Dylan, of course, because Dylan literally just does, like, gives you a free ult during chain. Which, albeit, is amazing. And I definitely, like, has... Fair point. Fair point. I will give you that. I'll give you that, then. I'll give you that. Because Orphe can run in any comp as long as she gets a stun or support agent. The only thing that's stopping Lighter,
Wanna see the red scarf?
and I hate this so much about him, is this dumbass ability activation condition. You need an attack character or somebody from the same faction. You can run him next to Orphe, and that means that you literally are able to run anybody around this slot, so long as they fit the ice fire niche. The problem is, however, is that he'd be really good for someone like Manoto and Banyue and Yadhari if it wasn't for the fact that it was just attack or faction. They need to change his activation.
I'm here, so we're good.
You know what, fair enough, because, well...
At your command.
To be honest, she is technically like... she's less of like a sub DPS and more or less like a... No, she is a sub DPS. She would be a sub DPS. But she's really good because she just does so much for Lighter, and in addition to that, like, so much for Aftershock in general. I say so much for Lighter because her Aftershock is just essentially free morale for Lighter, and he gets it so quickly. Yeah, probably just cares about what is current, not future. Fair enough. I mean, then again, this is the same tier list that never actually manages to future-proof anything. It makes sense now, but it doesn't make sense in the future. Like, you have a good point there. It doesn't make sense now. It makes sense in... it makes sense now, but it doesn't make any sense in the future. That's actually makes so much more sense, but even then that's too much for if Miyabi has a hand on it. Yeah. And think about how many good DPSs are both fire and ice. We literally have an ice character on focus right now. Apparently it's too much if he has like, you know. The attack buff is so much better. Okay, crit rate, crit damage. HP, okay. Please give me crit damage there. Impact, okay. Attack or crit damage. Impact, crit rate, or crit damage. Crit damage or attack percentage, that's all I want. You should also farm carrots and stuff. I will do that tomorrow. But I've been farming for plenty of character stuff, so I need like... I go to like D10s a bit. Oh, but like the fire ice activation would be really good, but it's too much if Miyabi has a hand on it. Actually, who cares? Genuinely, who cares? I'll tell you why I don't care. Let me elaborate on why I do not care for that point whatsoever.
Man is iron, rice is...
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Greedy, selfish, too good for the game. Only got better because now she exists.
I promise you'll love it.
She's so greedy! Like, my problem is that she works in most comps. If you get more mindscapes, she gets to work in any other comp now. Right? And then, in addition to that, she gets buffed every 2 patches. Yeah, Dijon is the best because of Lucia.
Ward off misfortune and disaster.
Greedy. Selfish, even. Fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. I did it! I have even damage bonus, HP, defense attack, something like that. It's okay. She's okay. She's fine. I'm not touching it again. But that's why you have to give me Bill around the Void Hunter. You know that Yejun Grind is going to get the same thing. Because she's apparently attack. Apparently, she's attack. That could change, because they're pushing Rupture a little too hard now. Especially with her. I don't know why I'm actually so pissed at her. I actually do like Lucia a lot. Character-wise, I do like Lucia. I mean, I'll probably like her a lot more during the story.
My dream seems to have become a reality.
Oh, you get crit rate, and then 9% damage, 3 decibels. Crit damage increases by 35%, and damage taken is reduced by 25%. Wow, look at that damage reduction. Really important for a character like her, because she doesn't get much. I hate this game.
No matter where we go, meeting you is the real reward.
And we don't have a Void Hunter attacker. We're already sure with that we'll use one. And we don't need another, and we don't have a Void Hunter attacker. There's... Stay saucy about, Banyue. For the life of them, they cannot just do anything but like buff one male character or leave a male character as is. He might be too overtuned, so we have to make sure he's not as strong as like the Void Hunter character that's gonna come out in like, you know, the next patch. That's their role, quite literally.
Do you want me to fight? Or cook?
I feel like they did too much of lighter, and now they're getting second guess. And now they're starting to second guess. Inadvertently, they're starting to. I think they count it. Well, there's a point. There's a point against that. Dylan makes M2 Hugo into the best character in the entire game. I don't think that's a hot take if I say that. M2 Dylan makes Hugo into the best character out of the entire cast. M2 can no longer end totalize. And it's not like, oh, it's within the wording itself, it's not even one ultimate. It's the entire ultimate, no matter how many times you use it, doesn't end stun state. So this guy is going to be able to nuke three times. It's just like, I don't care about men. You know, that's true. I had to be more jaded about this, you're right. I'm sorry, I was actually being a bit too hopeful about it. I completely forgot. I have to put in less faith into this game, because best believe we know that they're not going to do anything with male characters.
For stealing the moonlight.
We can't keep Banyue the same, no. Because at this point, it's a little too much. It's a little too much if we have like one guy with a whole, like, you know, learning curve, right? Be able to be rewarded with good damage. I mean, he will be like on paper he doesn't sound that bad. On paper he sounds not he sounds really good. I'll be honest, he sounds really good on paper. Not compared to how he was like during Curse Beta Test 1. The thing is, however, he does have a lot of not a niche, but he's a very technical character. The most technical character in the entire game. They can't keep him the same way.
What a perfect mix.
He should be as strong as Yatari. I do think you can kill Hunter with Yatari and M0. Kind of kill Hunter with like Manato, right? Not that I've tried it out yet, but you definitely can do it. 2 attack, 2 crit rate, 1 flat HP on a HP piece. Garbage!
It's true.
For damage? No. Oh, way too many 2 pieces. 2 pieces. So that's still really strong. The thing is though, Hunter is based on Rupture. And Rupture ignores defense regardless of what damage, regardless of well, depending on how much shield force you get. Basically, the more HP you get, the more shield force you have. This is literally just the attack stat. No, wrong character. This is literally just the attack stat. Instead, it's just like, oh, what if we had like 100% pen ratio? Not literally pen ratio, but what if we had like another attack stat? Gee, way to be more convoluted about it, but just 10 out of 10 it goes into attack. I hate this. Because Fufu usually gives a ton of crit damage. Trick question, there's never enough crit damage. You know what Yuzhuan gets to do? You can give her the most bunk build and she still works. She still works!
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
She I'm not gonna spend money on her. I'm just gonna go and do C singles, so who cares? That's rank or not, who cares? Blah 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 blah. So it's not like Rupture will be 3 deaths behind. As if they're 3 deaths behind. You know what Rupture can do? Work in attack comps.
I make a mean chitlins meal.
I mean, awkward with Minato, understandable. But like, she, like, Yuzhuan can work with anything. Yet Hari can technically work with everything. I say technically. It's gonna be awkward with Lighter, but then again, you can just use Orphe to activate his passive, so it's still fine. It's because she needs some stun support, right?
The real reward.
Yeah, stun support.
My dream seems to have become a reality.
And they all activate the passive. Yeah, also Minato can work too.
I'm listening.
Basically, Rupture are in a really good spot.
What brings you here this time?
She's getting a lot. For no reason, she's getting a lot. You know the worst part is, she was designed to work in any comp at the moment. Like, during 2.0, she was just designed to work in any comp. Because she didn't have much to work with. Come this patch now.
This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Please remove defense in 3.0, please and thank you. You're right, because you know, you also watched that the bid runs guy, right? That guy, him, the one that talks about how defense cards it's not doing that hot and not that doing that great, whatever. Yeah, I totally agree. And there's a lot of things I need to go and start talking about Ben Bigger himself. I love the guy. I really do. I don't like how this man has zero identity based on his entire kit. Outside of being an on-field counter DPS. But he still can't capitalize on that because it'd be too much if you got like defense reduction. Why do we need damage reduction in a game? Fine. Understandably so, this character... Sorry. This character... And this character, right? They will not change Ben. They won't change Ben. But you know what they will do? They'll shove him in his face. They'll shove him in their faces and be like, "Hey, Ben," you know, like for like 2 seconds, and then just like leave. Unless they start getting more integrity with like the characters nowadays, because I'll be honest with you. When is the last time we've seen this guy? Actually, seen this guy outside of the summer event. When was the last time we've seen him? 2.0. Not a lot. Not a lot of times you've seen him. Ben, same. Unless you get rid of defense and make him an attacker. He has more, like, there's more, remember, 1 second. Alright, back. Had to go take a phone call. I'm gonna have to go and take an errand quickly. Steven's crazy because he does everything, but it's not good. Just like pick a side, pure buffing, Dazen or DPS. Yeah, okay. Trick question. Not really. Support, attack. No, let me filter it. Defense. Support agent, attack agent, stun agent, anomaly slash support. By this point, he's anomaly because he actually does have a bit of AP. Like, you are incentivized to actually run him with AP. Or he builds, like, more AP team-wide. There is quite literally no appeal to giving them defense anymore. And at this current moment, no other character in this entire game, actually, the current characters in this game, at the current moment, are all self-sufficient or provide better buffs than the actual defense agents themselves. In fact, in terms of sustainability, Hamano, Yidhari don't need defense agents. They shouldn't be running defense agents. They have Lucia, or they self-heal. I'll look into the Ben build, but anyway, I've said what I need to think now. I'm gonna take like 5 minutes and I'll BRB. Trust. Well, game crashed. That's awesome. Do I want to see your build? Alright. Do you have it posted somewhere in a particular channel that I can see? Someone joined. Okay, that makes it 1. I'm a DM. Okay, sure. I'll see. Do I want to play more Zenless? There's not much to do today. Nope. I'll just hold a night, and then I'll call it a night. It's okay. Take your time, take your time. There isn't much to be doing in this patch now, so outside of like maybe doing story or you know catching up with missed content. Back. Sorry about that. There's noise in the background. Okay. Now, I spoiled myself in a couple of things, which is why I'm going to do this. Oh, Boiny, another fight I need to go and do. Or I should try my best at. This one, and this one. These two are the most threatening fights so far, outside of a couple that I have not experienced yet, and I need to get around to doing that. So in the meantime, I'm going to practice and not try to be watched at this fight as much as possible. Because those two fights in particular are the only things that stop me from getting to the final fight. Yep, 3 times so far. Okay. So in this case, your boy had to start thinking for once. You have to lock in. The worst part is the fact that I actually have to actively lock in. Oh, you built it. I'll take a second into looking into it, and then... Well, I say that, but... Ow. Okay. Right then. 3590. Okay, that's a lot of attack. 2126. That's a lot of defense. 63.4. plenty of crit rate. 157.2 crit damage. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Ralph, you have a lot of attack, and that's great, but that's plenty. You already have plenty of attack, even if you got rid of the 2-piece effect from Soul Rock. So you can technically go for like 2-piece Soul Woodpecker. Actually, then again, you have a lot of crit rate. It's also thanks to Miyabi engine as well. Not running damage bonus at all. So it's probably between attack defense or defense attack or attack defense defense. It is a lot of defense though, so it's probably 2 defense pieces and then a crit rate, then a crit damage piece over here. Just sharing. I mean, Faz. I mean, that's okay. That's fine. For a Ben build, it's great. I don't like the 3 2-pieces. And not out of like, oh, it's not good. It's not like any good whatsoever. It's great because this is all what Ben wants. Defense and or attack. And then crit rate, crit damage. Helps with his personal DPS as a whole. The problem is though, 3 2-pieces aren't the best, and you would be better off if you had something a bit more offensive. So use some 4-piece Soul Rock, 4-piece, no Soul Rock, no. 4-piece Woodpecker would be a lot more better. I mean, then again, you would know what Woodpecker does, right? 27% attack whenever you do basic, EX special, dodge counter. So you get a lot more like damage and or attack from it. In fact, you get more stats from it compared to like 4-piece, 2-piece Soul Rock. It's fine though. It's a fine build. Because you have plenty of crit rate. And attack stat's really good. Might have room to run something like fire damage bonus or pen ratio if possible. But a 4-piece effect would be a lot more worthwhile. This, like, the reason why I'm doing this fight in particular is I had to practice for this fight. I will fight this again. I have to. I will say that there's, like, no harm in saying that you don't play Ben, but you are interested in him. Good build. It's a good build. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Do I jump away and then do a pogo? I should probably do that. And then no, I double jump. It's more effective if I do that. I actually do Radiant just to make sure I get like the pattern down to a T. This is quite literally the fight before the final one. And I need to beat this one. I need to be able to be comfortable with beating this one. I'm brain farting. If I mess up this entire like streak or whatever, this entire good streak I have going, I'm screwed. I'm boned, I'm washed. This is a fight that this is literally just right after the fight, right before the final fight. Panicked! Okay. Daggers is fine, I'm okay with that. I can live through that, I can survive through that. The problem is, it's just... the spacing. And then time it wrong. I'm doing it like as soon as I jump. That's your oldest sibling, that's crazy. They're so tall. Ow. Doing Ascendant's actually good practice. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. The more I suffer, the better. That prepares me for Silk Song. Jump, my pogo needs work. I think this fight will actually help build a character in terms of pogoing. There are some fights I just can't pogo properly. I have to pogo like my life depends on it. Quite literally, I have to pogo. Ow. Ow. That stinks, that smells, that's terrible. Ow. Sigh. Can't say to get the poke girl, continue. Ow. I need to stop overcharging my jumps. I really should. Good, I'm trying to learn how to fight this thing before it comes like good that I'm trying to fight this thing before it actually becomes a problem for me like later on in the game. Or more specifically during Pantheon 5. absolutely imperative I know how to do this fight. It was swipes, it's this. It was charge, it's I got a whole pop-up blocked my entire thing. It was just Epic Games asking to install something. I didn't even touch anything. As long as I perfect this fight, that's all I need. Going to actually jump. I'll just wait until they do the move and then I'll go. It's so crazy. Let's find this guy to die, that's crazy. The war is not like I'm playing the away game. I need to suffer more is my problem. That's what I have to do. I just have to suffer. There we go. Okay. thinking. I wasn't thinking at all. So close to the end, I wasn't thinking. I stopped thinking. Being a bit of a buffoon right now. No keys. 1 second. Alright, back here. Didn't. Keep overpressing. I'm joking a lot. I undershot too much. Listen careful. So. Okay. This makes for good practice. Being ambitious. Ah! Misinputted. Panics. Choked even. Like a doofus! Okay. 3 strikes and I'm out, right? Give me your worst! No, you've been giving me your worst. Enough space, and that's crazy. Deal. Yeah. Okay, one more attempt on this guy. Probably call it stream. I did say Pantheon 5 attempts, but it really should be called practice. It was like one will hit. That's crazy. One strike and I'm out. Just away, and then trying to do like a photo. Open. The others I do Radiant and I make sure like I actually done this fight. Boo Boo 6-7. How about I just make it easier on myself and just double jump and then just dash? That's it. But then again, I want to damage piece and make sure I get through this fight as quickly as possible so I can get to the final boss. The real, true, ultimate final boss. You know, if I have enough time for spells, I just use spells. I just use like Abyss Strikes. Okay, I'm adapting. Is that my guy in any moment? Need to uncharge them. Try and time it before the strike happens, rather than as soon as the strike happens. Fortunately, our ghosty friend over here doesn't really... Okay. I'm always using my jumps all the time. Your warps a lot. It's kind of annoying because when he's off camera, well, not exactly, but sometimes it's kind of hard to gauge whether he's like going to be doing a dash or the blade beam thing. What happened? Oh, thank you, Matt. Trust me, give me time to think, and I'll do it. I'll beat it. So now I'm thinking, now I'm kind of locked in. That's so dumb! That's so dumb! I should have played it safe. Alright, last attempt. I'm gonna call it a stream. And maybe tomorrow I'm gonna start looking for like, some actual Zen and stuff. It's CE reset tomorrow. There's something to do tomorrow. Albeit... I didn't know what I was doing. I just stood there and I took it. Right in the face too. Crazy. As long as I get a good understanding of this fight, that's all that matters. I need to make sure I understand this fight before I get to the final boss. Being patient. He pulls up the parry and impatient, and I hit it. He's so smart, he's so cool. Like, oops, idiot! I mean, there's like the harder version. And by that, it's just the fact that they kind of have like a lot more damage dealt. God damn it. Alright, my last attempt, and I'm gonna end stream here. Because I need to make sure I'm comfortable with this fight in its entirety, and Grim as well. But I will get gated by another fight, I just know it. But then again, this programs me into thinking that I gotta play it slow and safe. gonna choose Neil. Alright. And that's where we'll leave it here. I hope I have enough mental programming and enough RAM in my head to actually understand this fight in its full entirety. And then after that, I'm programming myself to make sure I lock in for Grim as much as possible. Moment I do sit at this point, it doesn't matter what the game throws at me. So we're gonna check like thingy. It's not. Okay. Not ascended, it's just normal. It has to be normal. It's most likely going to be normal. Nothing too serious. Okay. As soon as I look in for this fight, at Ascended, I should be fine. So long as I don't mess around at all. Hopefully, TVH. I'm praying. I'm hoping. You know, I will lock in. I will actually lock in. I should do Lucia's story, but Matt says it's short and I can actually do it. Then you know what? Fine. Alright then.